Okay, good afternoon everyone. Please stand up. Miss Acharon, can you lead us the prayer? Amen. Once again, good afternoon everyone. So, before we start, I'm going to check your attendance. Miss Secretary, do we have an absent today? Oh, great job! No one is absent today. Good job everyone. Great job. For our classroom management, raise your hand if you want to answer. Treat everyone with respect and proper manner. Stay focused and avoid distractions. And use appropriate language and tone. It seems like yesterday I gave you an assignment, right? Okay. Kindly pass it forward, everyone. Thank you. So, what was our lesson yesterday? Yes, Miss Patintikan? Very good. So, our lesson yesterday is about evaluate narratives based on how the author developed the elements of plot. And how does the author build up the events in the story to make the plot interesting? Yes, Miss Tayaw? Very good. So, the author makes the story interesting by introducing a problem, adding challenges, building suspense, and leading to a big, exciting moment. Then the story slowly resolves, keeping the reader engaged until the end. So, for our first activity, we're going to play called Put a Finger Down. Again, we will play a game called Put a Finger Down. I will read a statement and you have read the story that matches the description. You are going to put your finger down like this. Did you get it, everyone? Okay, are you ready? Okay, let's start. Put a finger down if you read a story about love. Put a finger down if you read a story where the main character was telling the story using I. Put a finger down if you read where the narrator knows all the characters are thinking. Put a finger down if you read a story where the theme was about friendship and family. Put a finger down if you read a story where the main character changed by the end. Put a finger down if you read a story written in the third-person point of view. Great job, everyone! So, for our next activity, called Whose Eyes, What's the Message? So, kindly read our direction. Thank you. So, I will group you into two. This will be the group 1 and this will be the group 2. So, here's the question and you're going to put your answer here. So, please answer quietly, everyone, and I only give you 10 minutes to answer. So, the time starts now. And here's the picture you're going to describe. Okay, time's up, everyone. Kindly pass your papers forward. Thank you. So, how does the character in the image feel in the first person's perspectives? Yes? Group 1? Thank you. So, in the first person perspective, the character feels emotion more deeply because they are telling the story themselves. They might feel scared, happy, or excited, and we experience seeing their thoughts and feelings directly. So, what details stand out when describing the image from a third-person perspective? Yes, Mr. Fabricante? Very good. So, in the third-person perspective, we notice more details about the surroundings and the other characters. The story feels like an observer watching everything happen instead of feeling it personally. So, if this were part of a story, what message do you think it conveyed? Yes, Miss Paniktikan? Okay, very good. Again, Miss Hanohan, do you have an answer? Okay, great job. Okay, so the story might teach us a lesson about bravery, kindness, friendship, or making good choices, depending on what is happening in the scene. Okay, so based on the activity, what do you think our lesson will be about? Yes, Miss Charon? Okay, so our lesson for today is all about theme and point of view. So everyone, kindly read our objectives. Okay, so at the end of the lesson, the student should be able to identify the theme of a narrative by examining key details, character actions, and central messages. So we will learn how to find the theme or main message of a story by looking at important details, what the characters do, and the lessons that the story teach us. And second, we will going to determine the author's point of view and explains how it influenced the reader's understanding of the story. So we will understand how the author's point of view changes the way we see the events and characters. And lastly, we're going to evaluate how effectively the author develops the theme and point of view using textual evidence to support interpretation. So, what is theme? Kindly read everyone, what is theme? Thank you. So, a theme is the main idea or a lesson that a story teaches us. It is the deeper meaning behind what happened in the story. So, also, theme teach us about human emotions, relationships, and decision. Also, theme help us understand important life lessons such as value of love, friendship, honesty, or courage. Class, theme is important because it helps readers connect with a story and learn valuable life lessons. It makes story more meaningful and teach us how to deal with the different situation in life. Theme has a two concept, which is very good. Thank you. So kindly read what is thematic concept. Thank you. So thematic concept is the big idea of a story. It is what the story is generally talk about. It is usually one word or short phrase that describe the main topic. So, example of thematic concept is love, forgiveness, bravery, happiness, heroism, and sacrifice. So, thematic concept is not usually give the whole meaning of the word. It's just a short word or a short phrase. So, again, what is thematic concept? It is only a one word or short phrase. So, next is thematic statements. So, what is thematic statements? Thematic statements refers what the work says about that subject. Question usually is a sentence highlighting the argument of the piece of literature. For example, love cannot be bought, war and peace. So, thematic statement is a complete sentence that explains what the story is saying about. So, saying about of thematic statement or thematic concept. Instead of just stating the general idea, it gives a deeper meaning or it talks about a good thematic statements of a full sentence, not just a word or phrase. So it is the opposite of thematic concept. It also teaches us life lesson or human natures that applies to a real life situation, not just in the story. So, for example, the thematic concept is love, and we're going to put it on thematic statement. So, true love is about the kindness and sacrifice, not just romance. So this means that Love is not just about feelings, but also about caring for others. So for the next example is bravery. So in the thematic statement, bravery, it's not just about being fearless, but about being acting even when you are afraid. So this means that real courage is not about is about facing fear, not ignoring it. So thematic statement tell us exactly what is the story teach us about the thematic concept. So next is point of view. So what is point of view? Kindly read everyone, or kindly read Miss Acharon, what is point of view? Very good. So point of view is the perspectives from which is the story is told. It helps the readers understand what is happening and how to make the story more interesting and help the reader connect with the characters. For example, if a story is told from a character's own perspective, we will know their thoughts and feelings. But if the story is told by an outside narrator, we might see things from many characters' viewpoints. So next is point of view has three main types. First is first person point of view. Kindly read what is first person point of view, Mr. Mada. Thank you. So, in this type of the story, the narrator is the character in the story and tells us the events from his or her own perspective. So, the narrator uses I or we to describe what is happening, to make the story feel personal, like the reader experiencing through the character's eye. For example, I walked through the empty street, my footsteps echoing in the silence. I couldn't shake the feeling that someone was watching me. My heart pounded as I quickened my pace, hoping to reach home before dark. So in this example, the narrator is part of the story and show us how they feel and what they experience. So next is second person point of view. So second person point of view employs the pronoun you. In the second point of view, the writer uses a narrative onlooker who is saying something about you, the reader. Example, you went to school that morning. So in this type of narrator talks directly to you. Very good. It makes the reader feel like they are part of the story. This type of narration is rare in fiction but often used in instruction such as self-help books and interactive stories. For example, like this, you went to school that morning. So in this example or in this sentence, it's written in second person point of view, directly talks to you, the reader, as if you are the main character in the story. So this means that the narrator is describing what you are making or what are you doing that feels like the reader is experiencing in the event. So next is third person point of view. Kindly read Mr. Fabricante, what is third person point of view? Okay, so in the third person point of view is when the story is told by a narrator who is not in the character. So this is that this person point of view, the character is not in the story. Instead of using I or you, the narrator uses he or she or it or they or a name of a character. Right? So the narrator is like an observer who tells us what is happening and what the characters are thinking and feeling. However, the narrator does not take part of the story. So for example, Lena hesitated at the edge of the cliff, staring down at the rushing river below. She took a deep breath, gathering her courage behind her. Jake watched, unsure if he should encourage her or stop her from taking the leap. So, the story is being told by someone outside, not Jake or Lena. So, the story is not involved, but so the narrator is not involved, but tells us what the characters see, think, and feel. So, to test your understanding, we will have an activity again called narrative perspective analysis. Kindly read, everyone. Okay, so you're going to read the story of the legend of Maria Makili. So carefully pay close attention to who is telling the story, the perspective used, and the lesson it teaches. Answer the following questions by writing your answers inside the provided box. So I have here the story, and the provided questions. Get one and pass, everyone. Okay, so I only give you again 10 minutes to finish answering. So your time starts now, everyone. Okay. So this time's up, everyone. Kindly pass your papers forward. Okay, thank you. So, why is it important to recognize the theme and point of view in a narrative? Yes, Mr. Gordolan? Very good. So, recognizing theme and point of view help us understand the story's main messages, how the authors want us to experience it. The theme teaches us a lesson, while the point of view shapes us how we see events, right? Okay. How does understanding an author's point of view help you connect with the story's messages? Yes, Miss Dani? Very good. So, by understanding the author's point of view allows us to see the story from a specific perspective. It helping us connect with the characters' emotions and experiences. It also influences how we interpret the message. So, how does the point of view affect the way the story's theme is presented? Yes, Miss Hanohan? Very good. So, point of view affect the theme by controlling how much information we get about the characters and events. A first-person point of view feels personal, while a first-person point of view, what is that? Wait. Third-person point of view give us a wider perspectives. So, what key elements should be considered when evaluating a narrative effectiveness? Yes, Mr. Fabricante? Very good. So, thank you, everyone. And for our last activity, please read. Okay. Again, I will give you the two narratives, and you're going to write your answer in a capital letter before each number. So, kindly get one and pass, everyone. Again, I only give you 15 minutes to answer, and I'm going to check your answer after. Okay, time's up, everyone. Kindly pass your paper. So, for your assignment, on a half sheet of paper, read a short story or narrative when analyze how the author develops the elements of theme and point of view. Then write a short essay, 5 to 7 sentences explaining your evaluation. So, here's the rubric. Content, 20%. Organization of ideas, 15%. Quality of writing, 15%. Total of 50%. So, guys, everyone, class, did you understand our lesson today? Okay, thank you everyone. That's all for today. See you again tomorrow. Goodbye.